Hi, Sharon. How are you?
I have survived
Oh my
the
goodness.
ag fair. We took everything down this morning. It was great. Oh my gosh, it was so wonderful. The
Well,
energy level is so high. People are so thrilled, so excited.
thank you for all the great work you did
Oh, you're
at the
welcome.
Ag Fair.
Well, it was a group effort, and I'm pleased to say a lot of the effort came from D39. You
Woo!
and Charlie were there. Mark was there. Yeah, it was
Yeah, I
great.
mean, I was trying to recruit volunteers
I know.
because I
Well,
thought initially that we were going to have a full day allocated for us. So I was lining up all these volunteers, and then come to find out that they open it up for everybody. I'm like, what?
I know that we have to learn to do that better next time. But usually you beg and plead for people to come and serve. We had over 200 people. It was incredible.
That's
It was
wonderful.
amazing.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
And everybody said it was such a good experience that they want to do more.
Right,
Yay.
right.
They want to do more. They want to volunteer. I
Yeah.
mean, my email is filled with thank you. We want to do more. Sign me up. Where do I sign up? It's terrific.
It's
But
awesome. Yeah, yeah. Well, tomorrow is the GNC convention, so
I know we can't wait.
it's gonna
Everyone,
be
I mean,
yeah,
um,
exciting.
you know, Andrew got a life-size cutout of Kamala, and everyone was taking pictures with her. And
Yes,
without a doubt, she was the most popular person at the bar none.
yes, yes.
I
It's
mean,
all over. It's
everybody,
all over social
everybody
media.
would see and go, oh, that's so fabulous. And then they would take their little kids and they would push them up and they go, you got to be here. This is history. She's going to be our next president. I mean,
Yeah,
it was fantastic. I
yeah,
mean, you couldn't
we
have
got to
asked
work
for better.
hard. We got to work hard, and
Yes, we do.
that's go to other states and door knock, but also too, we need to pay attention to our U.S. Senate race. Really.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we have to pay attention to our CD6 race
Yep. That's a
because
good
those
point.
things are really important. Both,
They are.
both.
They are. They are.
We've got to give Kamala the tools she needs to get the job done. If she has
Exactly.
a Republican Senate or a Republican House, it will not be fun.
It will not go anywhere for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it will be
Well,
very
let's
hard.
see. So it looks like uh
Yes,
so
I'm here. Hey, everyone.
Hey, Clint.
hey,
Hiya.
Clint. Um
Where's my phone? I've got to find my phone. I'll get on the phone so I'm part of it.
okay. Okay.
I'm just
Um
so dead from the ag fair.
um so Senator King just emailed me, and it looks like she may not be able to join us, but we do have Delegate Wims here on the call. Hello,
Hello,
Delegate.
everyone.
What's up,
Um,
Greg?
Right?
Hello.
yeah, he's doing well, doing well. I think Leslie is over in Chicago somewhere.
Yes, he's in Chicago.
Yes, yes.
Mr. Wims, why you not in Chicago?
They needed me in District 39, Clint. I had to stay home.
I'm going to go to my phone, so I'm just going to leave here for a minute, but I'll be back. Don't
Okay.
worry, I'll be back.
Yes. Okay. Okay. We'll give it another minute and then get started. We're going to be respectful to everybody's time. I think about 15, I saw about 15 people sign up. So I don't know. You never know, right? It's Sunday afternoon. And so we'll see who shows up. Yeah. Um, um, Honorable Charlie Barkley, will you be taking notes?
Excuse me?
Will you be taking notes, or should I do it?
Yeah, well, I'm doing it.
Good. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Charlie. Yeah. Um,
Unless you want somebody else wants to do it.
no, 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 no. Yeah, no, please do it. Because I think the last time I kind of put it together because I didn't get anything from you. I'm like, well, maybe you just forgot about it.
I take them and then you clean them up.
That's all right. No worries. No worries. Yeah. Um, let me see. Well, it's 3:05. So I think we're gonna get started. So I call the meeting to order. And I see Miriam here on the call. The rest of us know each other. Miriam, we'll do a quick who's on the call and the role they play here or there's elsewhere. So I am Umid Berry. I'm the chair of the District 39 Democratic Club. So I'm going to go to Clint. Clint, go.
Hey, Marianne, I'm Clint Sobrati. I'm the co-chair of the club.
All right, Mark.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mark Robles. I'm a member of the club, member of the MCDCC and the Latino Democratic Club, and just was appointed to the Up-County Advisory Board for the County Council.
Awesome. Delegate Williams.
Yes, hello, Miriam. Delegate Greg Williams, good to see you and look forward to working with you.
Okay, Sharon.
You muted, Sharon.
Uh-oh. I don't know. We can't hear you for some reason. Should we come back?
I think she
Go
could
ahead.
press
Okay.
the mute button.
I can't do anything about Charlie, honorable former delegate.
Yeah, Charlie Barkley, secretary for the club.
Great. And Sharon will probably
Sharon, I'm back.
oh,
I'm
there
back.
you go.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Sharon is here. Treasurer, I'm here. Yes.
Yeah, Sharon Cranford is a member of the D39 leadership team. She's our treasurer. So Miriam, you want to tell us a little about yourself?
Yes. Hi. Thanks so much. My name is Miriam Kalantari. So nice to meet everyone. I went to a recent event, the postcard writing event. I really enjoyed that. I'm born and raised in Maryland. I just moved back to the area recently, a couple years ago. So I was just hoping to get more involved and help get everyone on the ticket, the Democratic side elected. I've been to a couple Angela Alsobrook online events, and I was just hoping to get more involved and just learn a little bit today. Thanks so much.
Wonderful, wonderful. Welcome, welcome. And I have your information. We'll keep you in the loop. So let's go right to the agenda. I've sent you all the agenda along with the previous meeting minutes. And so let's get started. Any questions about the agenda? Any addition, modification to the agenda? If not, I'd like to get an motion to adopt the agenda for our meeting.
So moved.
Moved by Sharon,
Second.
second by Clint. So I think that's good. Let's go to the June meeting minutes. Hopefully you all have just looked at it. Any questions about the meeting minutes? If not, I'll move that we adopt the meeting minutes for our June meeting. Can I have a second? I can hear it. Second by Mark?
second.
Okay, great, thank you.
And who made the motion?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, and Mark seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstention? All right, we adopted the meetings of the June minute. Now, Sharon, I think I went ahead and put that out for for everybody to see. Andrew Saunders gave me that balance. So he said we have an account balance of 791. For those of you who were on our June meeting, I recall that there were some different numbers.
Yes.
I think I had a number, Sharon, you had a number, and Andrew had a number. He went back, cleaned it up, added the membership fees, and he said that's what we have. And just so that everybody knows, our account is under MCDCC, Democratic Party. We have a sub-account. So we've got the Democratic Party, and then they have, D39 Club has a sub-account, and that's the balance that we have, according to the MCDCC treasurer, who keeps track of everything. So we have 791. It's a lot of money. We need to put it to use. Right? Sharon, we need to put it to good use, right? Next item is a membership.
Yep.
Anyone who's on the call, if you're in 39, live in 39, please, I attached the membership application in the email that I sent. Please become a member or renew your membership if you were a member before. The reason I'm bringing that up is because next month we will elect new board and officers. Well, board/officers, the same thing. So we'll elect chair, vice chair, treasurer, secretary. And that will be September 22nd. Please make note of that. September 22nd at 3 p.m. Members, only members who have paid dues are eligible to vote. Anyone can join the meeting, but only those who have paid the dues are eligible to vote. And so between now and September 22nd, I'll be reaching out to as many people as I can and see who wants to step up and get some nominations out of the way. So that's really why I have the membership item on the agenda. Either become or renew your membership. We have a election of board/officers on September 22nd at 3 p.m. by Zoom.
Mhm.
Now, before I get to the next item of discussion, that really the gist of our meeting today, I want to just kind of go a little bit down, just to give you a quick wrap up of what we've done as a club, events and activities, and I included that in the email.
Wilman, can I
Yeah.
stop you a minute? Do you know
Yeah.
how many members we currently have?
Currently, we have, I believe we have 7 or 8 members paid,
Right.
dues
Okay.
paid. Yeah, I can go back and check. I think it's like 7 or 8 of us that have paid dues. So hopefully we'll get more people pay that. So before we start the discussion about, the election and all related items to the election, I wanted us to kind of just look at exactly what we've been doing this year. We participated activities with the Women's Democratic Club, Up County Dems, District 17 and 15 clubs, Greater Silver Spring, and others. So that's just, and I think it's good that we're partnering and collaborating with other organizations. In January, just like we do it every January before the General Assembly begins, we did our legislative town hall with our delegation to Annapolis, who briefed us on what they were thinking of doing it. In February, we had a meeting, board meeting, members meeting. April, we had ice cream social. May, we had a primary election. Of course, all of us participated in that. June, we had a board members meeting. July 4th, we had the picnic. August 11, we are calling that D39 Day of the Ag Fair. And then today, August 18, we have the meeting, club members board meeting. Now back to the main item, discussion on voter registration. And before we get started, I don't want to assume that Mark Robles, our representative, D39 rep on the Democratic Party, doesn't have any update for us. So Mark, if you have any update, any information you want to share with us before we get into voter registration, voter engagement, education, GOTV, I'm going to turn it over to you. Yeah.
Thank you. So it kind of, Saren covered a little bit from the fair. My focus has been getting stuff focused on staffing the fair and making sure everything on the fair runs smoothly, engaging with the voters, engaging with the public. What Sharon said earlier was a very joyous occasion. We had a couple people, that were, problems, but it wasn't too bad, and it was civil for the most part, and I really enjoyed it being my first one. Before the Ag Fair, I held a training, voter registrar training, with the help of Dr. Z Zavala from the Board of Elections, who was able to come out. We were over here down the street at the Gaithersburg Library. We had about 20 people on Zoom, 11 people in attendance, and we basically trained everybody on voter voter registrar. Basically to be able to register other people to vote. Um, registering to vote is so easy now. We have QR codes, we have links. There's many multiple ways to do it. The old school method of filling out a form and putting it in the envelope is still in use, although it's there for convenience. And the next step to that is to be able to go out into the community. And my focus is D39. I live here, and I'm very proud of where I come from. I am not proud, however, us being the lowest percentage voting turnout in the whole county. In this primary, we only turned out 24% of the voters. Overall, between Democrats and Republicans, Republicans came out in 23% and overall 18%. And that's something we need to turn around and we need to focus. I am going to make moves, especially in small businesses. I want us to be in business fronts, just being seen in the community, passing out information, passing out literature, registering folks to vote, having the ability to do all things, and engaging voters. It helps a lot that we have Kamala at the top of the ticket. It helps tremendously. The vibe at the fair, if it's any indication, everybody was happy, everybody was high on our probable win, and that's something I want to keep going with. I want that momentum. I want to carry that momentum into the election and get more people voting. If we could turn around our voting turnout in District 39, that would be a huge win for me, for our community, for our district, for our county. And one of the motivating factors for me getting onto the MCDCC was because our voting turnout was so low. And that's a passion project for me, and I'm determined to keep doing that. The other thing is I want to spike increase on volunteerism. We need more volunteers. We need a demographic of younger volunteers of all walks of life. I want to push our numbers up. The volunteers at our primary at polls, it was kind of hard to staff every polling site, but we were there, and it was good. If we could do that, that'll be another boost of momentum that we could use to increase our voting turnout numbers. In terms of the MCDCC, again, we just had the fair. The next big thing is our MCDCC Gala, which is, I believe, September
29, is that right?
It's I think it's the 29th. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
20, I could be wrong on that because I'm looking at the calendar and I have a lot of stuff on my calendar. But be on the lookout for more information on that. We are trying to have a big turnout for that as well. That's always a good turnout where we focus on recognizing all the volunteers in the county. And we give out awards and we give them the spotlight, and it's basically about them. It's about the volunteers that come out and that show out. And I want to make this year's gala a thing for the volunteers to kind of have that spotlight shown on them. We are still having master series conversations. We have speakers like we had a couple of speakers last month that talked about the intersectionality between media and politics, and it was a very well attended speaking engagement. We are doing more. I think we're gonna have Chuck Rocha, who is a big fundraiser in the political scene, next month. So be on the lookout for the date and time for that, and that will be in person. And what else? Off the top of my head, I think our next meeting is the 27th. Our general meeting is the 27th in Rockville. And it isn't open to the public, so I do encourage anybody who hasn't been to come on down. I think that is, I know it was a lot, and you know, if you want me to break it down some more, just reach me. I'm very accessible. I'm down to have any conversations and meet with anybody. If you want to participate in any of the voting reach out efforts, please reach out to me. I'm more than happy to take more hands and more help. And I think if we attack this thing from different angles, we'll have a very successful election. And with that, I'll turn it back to Lola.
Uh, do you have any activities coming up right now, Mark, so that people are aware of it, like either voter registration or
So the voter registration, that happened before the fair. We had just finished the fair today. We have the general meeting on the 27th. I am looking at small businesses to work with to help us you know, set up a table.
table, yeah,
that-
right.
Set up a table at September 7th. The WDC is putting on a GOTV event in District 15, which I believe I'll be there as a MCDCC member and D39 member, and we'll also you know, encourage the public to come out and vote. So yeah, those are the things that we have going on. I would like for us as a club to host our own GOTV event here in D39, and me, Newman, Peter, and a slew of other folks are behind the scenes trying to get a meeting together so that we can organize and put on an event. So more information on that to come.
Okay. One thing, if I may, April Delaney has her office in D39. She's over on North Frederick Street Avenue, but it's right across the street from where Toys R Us used to be. I bet we could use that as a staging area. I think she's already used it for GOTV about I don't know, a couple of weeks ago or a month ago. So yeah.
I've actually been talking to a couple people from her campaign. We're going to see if we can come up with an event for that as well.
Yeah. And label it, you know, D39. I heard a lot of interest in pushing Angela and April as well as Kamala. And so, yeah, we've got we have a lot of volunteers who signed up, and they're looking for stuff. They want to do things. So we should tap into that enthusiasm. Yeah. Thanks.
Exactly. 100% agree.
Yeah, any other questions for Mark? I think this is pretty much your Mark, what you're touching is really what we need to talk about in a more in-depth way, coming up with a calendar of activities to do voter registration. Like we said, you know, find businesses who are willing to allow us to table in front of their businesses. It used to be that I used to go to my Giant, Flower Hill Giant, and back in the days, the management used to allow me, but the new management doesn't. They told us, but they're not going to do that. But if we could approach some of those businesses, like Safeway, whatever, I think that will really be a good thing, that we can table that for voter registration and providing voter information and so forth. So I guess my thought would be, we could come up with some sort of a concrete calendar of activities. That might be the way to go.
Okay.
One more event to put on the calendar to save the date. October 19th, Gabriel Severo, one of our other delegates here in District 39, is going to have an event called State of the District. He'll talk about the State of the District, what he's doing in terms of legislative priorities for what he wants to get done in the next session. He wants to hear from us, the D39 constituents, what our priorities are. So I want that to be well attended. He is a strong delegate in one of the strong delegates in our district, and it will be a good event for everybody to come out to.
Um,
October 19th.
yeah. Um, so I was hoping that we would have someone from the coordinated campaign, but it looks like I'm not seeing them on the call. Uh, so before we, by the way, let me open it up to everybody else. I don't want to be the only one. We've all seen the agenda, so any thoughts about how we could do voter registration, concrete steps to get voters registered? Because there are a lot of new voters in the F County area. How do we engage voter engagement? How do we do GOTV in coordination with the U.S. Senate, Delaney, and also Brooks? So let me just let everybody chime in, yeah, so that we can get some ideas around what we're trying to do.
If I may, one thing that we have here in Maryland is, in Maryland, is motor voter registration. That is, when you go to register your car or to get your driver's license, you are asked about registering to vote. So that takes care of quite a few people. We've got younger people. I think Dr. Z told us at the training, correct me if I'm wrong, Mark, but I think he said to us that they go twice a year to the high schools to register the kids to vote. You know, anybody who's turning the appropriate age.
18. Yes, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That they do have that. He did tell me that he would love support to come out to those events, so that it could be just more than just the Board of Elections to come out.
Yeah.
So that invite is always open. I can get more information from him, and whenever he does another one, he'll let me know, and I can pass that information on.
Oh, that'd be great. That would be terrific. As it is, I think we had several voter registration packs in Spanish and in English, and we gave a few away. One guy had a wife who was going to be sworn in next week over in Baltimore as a new citizen, and she wanted to register to vote right away. So, it was really good. That was a really heartwarming, exchange. So
That's great. I love that. And I want to make it clear, voter registration, like I said, there's so many avenues to take care of that. When we set up these outreach or events out in the community, yes, we do have the ability to register folks to vote, but the main purpose is to be seen that we're out here and to engage the community, engage in, just a conversation. It doesn't have to talk about policy. It could just be, the weather and how nice the event is, or the coffee is, or whatever coffee shop we're staying at. The number one reason I'm gonna use the Latino community because we've been deemed as a malleable voting bloc, which means we could be swayed left or right. And one of the reasons is because most of the Latinos feel that they're not being talked to, they're not being outreached to, and we have to be able to meet them where they are. So I would like for us to turn that around. I want us to go to where the Latino community is and engage with them, and not be overly aggressive, but just have a conversation with them, us being Democrats, and informing them of our priorities in terms of what the Democratic priorities are at the moment, and what our values and what we stand for as a community. So yes, I want to register folks to vote. I want voting turnout to increase, but the primary objective is disengagement.
Yeah, I agree.
And Mark, do you know, is there any, do you know of any activities in the Latino community that's coming up in the Up County that we could maybe plan for, to table it, or to be there physically?
We have a date.
Yeah.
Yes, we do have a date coming up for the gala for the Latino Democratic Club. That's September 20th. That might be pushed
Let us
back.
know. Let us know if you want us to join you. Yeah, for sure.
Yes, most definitely. I would love for that to happen. We'll let you know. That date is a loose date, but it's a date we have right now on the calendar. And if there's anything that changes, I'll definitely let you guys know.
So that would be like a community event, like going out in the
Yes.
community. Oh, that's perfect. That's
And
awesome.
it's held at Black Rock. Black Rock, I think. So D39, D15 is funny in that area because, like, I think the library is in D39, but half of Black Rock Center is D15.
Right.
It counts either way for both of us, for both districts, to have a strong presence at the gala.
Well, good. I think that's definitely one activity that we could all be part of. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah. And just if you want to email me some of the other dates you mentioned, I'll be happy to share that with Charlie so that he can put it in the minutes and then we could also disseminate it. Yeah. Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Any what do we do? How do we engage? How do we get the voters to come out? I mean, to your point, Sharon, Delaney's office being here, we could just pick a day amongst us that works for us and go there one day and say it's a D39 day.
Yeah.
You know,
Lighted.
yeah. And all of us will be there. We'll do what they need. We'll, phone bank, whatever. I mean, there's no reason why we couldn't do that. Yeah.
Great idea. I have the card for Susan Kennedy, who's one of their people. And so, yeah. And again, we need to keep the enthusiasm going among those who we met at the Ag Fair. Some of them, as I said, many of them said it was the most meaningful thing they've done in a very long time, and they want to continue. And there's the enthusiasm about the ticket and up and down the ticket. Yeah. So let us talk offline about that. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if you could help us coordinate one day that we could all go there, weekend evening or weekend afternoon, I think we will take our banner there and be the 39 day.
Yeah.
Anyone else wants to chime in?
Does anybody know? Are we offered a discount for renting facilities in Montgomery Village, or do we have a relationship with the foundation?
Yeah, I know Mike Conroy, and so does Nancy King. You
Okay.
know, he will help anyway. Yeah. Mike has been very good to us. So yes. Yeah. If we come up with a date, we can pull things together. Yeah.
I was thinking of an idea, something I wanted to do, but like, I wanted to kind of use the amphitheater that we have in Montgomery Village to kind of, and it'll probably be a good. I'm talking about it now. I guess it's, I want to not keep this idea to myself because I think it'll be good. But I think the best timing for it will probably be spring or next summer to have something like the ice cream social, but a little bit bigger. It wouldn't be called the ice cream social. The ice cream social would stay the ice cream social, but this would be more of a party, a gathering in our neighborhood. And I have the means to be able to put a party on, and I would like to do something like that. Just to engage with the community. Just another example to be able to do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Like a picnic or, soffit in Montgomery Village, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I will tell you that the big pavilion where we had the ice cream social is a really good place because it's central and there's quite a bit of parking. We can't do are open though because the parking has to go to the pools. But yes, they're very willing to give us help us arrange things at the facility, at that particular facility. Very popular. And because of its location, you get people not just from Montgomery Village, but they come down from Germantown. They know where it is. And so you're apt to get a larger turnout. I noticed that for the 4th of July celebration where we had our booth, a lot of people came down from Germantown.
Mhm,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
mhm.
And that was great. That was perfect. That was wonderful. So yeah, okay, okay. We got notes. We got notes. All right. So do we
Anyone
want
else?
another
ahead.
meeting sooner? You know, when will we have our next meeting, or when should we all gather again?
Yeah, I mean, I think we should not wait until we have next month's meeting. We should try to do something now as soon as possible, whether we do it at Delaney's campaign office or, you know, something outdoor for the Latino Dems coming up. But that's not until what you said, I think you said September, October. But I'm thinking in terms of connecting with the campaigns and helping them. I think we should do it the sooner the better. Sooner the better.
Yep, I agree.
In fact, I'm planning actually on going to Ohio on my own to. The good thing is because my brother lives there. I can I don't have to worry about lodging. So
Well, I'm from Raleigh in North Carolina, and I'm thinking,
yeah. And next then I'll go to Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, especially because my daughter and grandkids are there. So I don't have to worry about lodging. So so that's just on my own. But as a team, as a group, we should really see what we can do for Brooks, Delaney,
Yes.
and you know, whatever we can do
Hey.
right away. Yeah.
Moment, I just wanted to also announce, like, being part of McGeo, we're out since we already endorsed Delaney, Ostabrook, and Harris. We're going out to do some campaigning on our own from now till the election, and especially in Congressional District 6, where we need to try to keep it blue. We're gonna
Yes.
be out knocking on some doors and everything like that. So we are ready. Trying to map out where we're gonna go and knock between from Montgomery County all the way up to Hagerstown and in between to try to make sure we get as much people out to vote. So that's what we're doing right now from the union standpoint in trying to get out and get people out to vote.
Miriam, you know what McGeo stands, or do you need to know what McGeo stands, or do you know what that is? It's a union. It's a union.
Well, let me tell. It's UFCW Local 1994 McGeo mean Montgomery County Employee Organization.
Got it. Okay, just gonna make sure that
Yeah,
Miriam-
majority of the employees that work for Montgomery County is part of McGeo. We just have some people in we have some members in PG, and we have up in Cumberland where we have the Cumberland Police and everything that's part of McGeo.
Oh, great, great.
Yeah, but we tend to kind of stretch our arms far and wide to try to get as much people in Maryland within the union, and then we try to show them that we're stronger together. We do go out and support everybody and try to make sure whoever we go out and campaign or door knock for is like it's in the best interest not only of a union but in best interest of families and households.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great.
And most people in this car right here know about McGeo and the great work they have done over the past 40+ years in the county.
Yes. Yes, excellent work. Okay, that's good to know that you guys are already out. That's super. Yay. I have had a lot of turnover in my neighborhood, and so I had a lot of people that I just didn't have to go to work on because I knew that they knew to vote. But now I've got all these newcomers, and a lot of them are from out of state, so I've got to go and educate them, So that's part of my thing. Okay.
Wonderful. Let me ask this just kind of in a on a broader understanding of group of us here. Is weekday evening better for folks than weekends if we set up something with the coordinated campaign or Delaney campaign office to go one day and a couple of hours and do what we can to pitch in?
Sure. Why don't we?
I'm good.
I'm available.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good during the week, but there has to be a lead time, like at least a 2-week lead time, because the MCDCC has meetings during the week as well. So yeah, as long as we have like enough lead time notice, then I should be able to be flexible.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. Moon, available anytime, you know.
Same, I'm flexible to either, I can make it work.
Okay.
Same.
And
Um,
Moon,
Same
I
with
think
me,
we should
Moon.
maybe just think we could probably maybe put out a recommendation, probably put out a doodle poll and see what days work best for everyone.
mhm.
And we could try to go around that.
Mhm. Great
Yeah, and
idea.
it doesn't have to be one time. We could
Yeah,
just, every other week or,
yeah, like what days during the week or the weekend works for everybody, and we could maybe kind of like
okay.
coordinate with that. Like, okay, we might have 5 this day and 4 the next day or 3 the other day.
Right. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. Anyone else? Miriam, what are you thinking? I want to pick your brain.
Yeah. So I definitely am interested. I just wrote out all the dates of the event. So to, I guess, stay in the loop on these events, would I just monitor my inbox like this? These will be
Yeah, monitor your inbox, and I'll send you my cell number if you want to just reach out to me and we can chat. But yeah, email is how we tend to communicate with each
Okay,
other.
great. Yeah, so I'm excited. All of these events seem like something I would be really interested in helping out. And yeah, I'm just really interested in getting more people voting and just making it easy for them so they know where to go, what to do, and like not even think about it, just make it kind of like an automatic process for them. I live near downtown Crown, so I was just thinking like, oh, what if I can put together like a table, I guess maybe some rules or guidelines about like giving people voter registration information. Maybe
Mm.
I can just send an email with questions about like any best practices, like if
Right.
Harris Teeter would be open to having a booth outside, just a table, and if I can hand out water, things like that. I just would need the guardrails of how to do
Sure.
that.
Okay. All right. I'll reach
All
out to
the
you.
events sound really interesting, so I am definitely open to helping in any way. And
Yep. Absolutely. And if need be, we can pull Dr. Z, who is the executive director of the Board of Elections, to make sure that we're all on the same page. So yeah, absolutely. I'll reach out to you. We'll go from there. Yeah. Yeah.
And also, every Wednesday at the Board of Elections, they hold training. You just gotta call and make an appointment, go in. They have a slide that you can take a look at, and they'll give you a goodie bag, and they'll make you sign an affidavit to become an official registrar, and then you'll be on your way.
great, sounds good. Yeah, I'll look into getting that certification.
Yeah, the Board
My
of Ed,
information is in the chat if you need it.
Oh, great. Oh, great.
very convenient.
Perfect.
Great. I just wanted at least for us to have, conversation about the election, and to your point, Mark, D39, our district has had, the lowest voter turnout. I think in multiple election cycles, not just one. So, I think
There's
if
one
we at
more.
least get involved, us, and then bring others to get involved, maybe that really will help a lot. And hopefully it will translate to helping Delaney, keeping Congressional District 6 blue, also Brooks, and then all the way up to Harris Walz campaign.
One more event is the Labor Day parade, and Mr. Wims, Delegate Wims, I think you have more information. You're marching that parade, right? And
Yes, I am in that parade. Yes.
so
Yeah.
I'm looking to march with him. And Mr. Wims, do you have any more information to give?
Yes. What we found is that they changed it in the last week, and I just literally 4 days ago, that the parade will be on Labor Day, the September the 2nd, and it's going to be at 10 o'clock now because of the heat. And last year they had to postpone the parade. So they're asking that's everyone, Delaney, Alsterbrook, all of them to be there at 9 o'clock to stage. And I'm going to send an email where I'll be. It's probably close to the Gaithersburg Middle School at 9:15, 9:20, because the parade starts from 10 and they're probably over by noon, but they walk on the main street of Gaithersburg. So it is Labor Day. We know it's 10 o'clock, but I'm on the call, those who want to join me it would be like 9:15, 9:20. But just let me know through email. And I know Mark's already, so I'll be talking to him directly for that.
Mhm.
And while I have the floor, I did want to say I'm an official surrogate for Alsterbrook. And of course, we're doing everything we can for April. And so just today, you see me, I'm in casual, because most of the time you see me in a sport jacket. There was a Goshen United Methodist Church and a nonprofit that works with low-income communities gave out 400 backpacks at the Up County Center. And the voter registration person was there, and they registered several people. So I want to report that every day that I'm out, we talk about voter registration. We talk about April Delaney and, of course, Senator to be Alsterbrook. But everyone, of course, is talking about Harris Wall. So that one, that's automatic. But it's the Alsterbrook and the Delaney one that needs most of the help. So
Yeah,
every
great.
day I'm out, we do that. But I am official surrogate. And then on Labor Day, if you want to join me, and Mark and Moomin, I think is walking too.
Yep.
Let me
I'll be
know,
there.
and we'll get the exact location about 9:15 on Labor Day. So
Okay.
thank you.
Excellent.
Awesome. Awesome. Anyone else? Anything else? We're right on, well within the hour. We always like to keep it in an hour. So, let me, I think I want to emphasize again that we're going to have an election next month, September 22nd. I think Clint and Charlie and Sharon know that I'm not going to be coming back. I've done my 2-year service. I am out. So we need new leadership. We need folks to step up, take over this club. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. You know, I've lived in this community since 1995. So the whole time I've always been active. And so, yeah, I'm here. But we need new leadership to new and returning. I should say that. If any of the current members want to stand again for election, that's good. So Miriam, it's up to you. I don't know exactly where you live in Gaithersburg City, because District 39 has like maybe 2 precincts, a sliver of the city. So you're welcome to be a member, but our bylaws say that you have to be a resident of 39 to be eligible to vote. Yeah, just so that you know, I want to make that clear. And I'll send you the bylaws so you can read it. Yeah. What you can do is you can probably just plug in your address on MD Elect. That's the name of the website, or Who's My Elected. If you just Google Who's My Elected, pull in your address. It'll tell you who your state elected officials are and congressional delegation. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's MD Elect, to be sure. That's the name of the website. Yeah. Well, I think that's really all I wanted for us to kind of get together, have a conversation around it. Nobody else has anything else to add. Mark, could you have a lot of dates that you mentioned, just so that everybody has those dates. Could you email them to me so that I can share with everyone?
Yep.
Yeah. No rush. Whenever you have time. No rush. All right. I want to make sure that everybody has those dates and plug them in. Yeah.
Definitely. I'll definitely email it to you.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah. I can't think of anything else other than the convention is on Monday.
Yep.
I gotta tell you guys, I don't know. I've never been as nervous as I am. I don't know why, but I'm just nervous. But keeping my fingers crossed that everything will go well. Yeah. And I'm starting to not like CNN anymore. I'm not gonna watch CNN anymore. I'm done. They're just so bad. They're just so bad. They're awful.
I tell people all the time, kind of stay away from the partisan news outlets.
Oh my God, they're terrible.
Find the central ones. Go to Reuters or Routers. They put out news, but it's not left or right. It's just straight up news. And if you do get your news from somewhere, make sure you read horizontally. Like, meaning you read a news article, they have hyperlinks embedded in the article, follow those hyperlinks and, just become informed. I know it's a chore to do that, but look, in the day and age that we live in, the technology age that we live in, everybody wants information fast and they read a lot of headlines because they don't read the body of the text. We have to be able to read the articles, read and find the truth that's out there. It's really easy to find, but it's easier just to find a headline and
Yeah.
to whatever value or headline you think is more aligned with how you think. So I encourage people just to read horizontally, dig for that information, and kind of stay away from the partisan outlets.
I'll tell you what, Mark, that's easier said than done.
I know.
Because if you add social media on top of these so-called mainstream media, I mean, it's toxic. It's really bad. Yeah. But anyway, I don't want to take up any more of your time. Any questions, anything else? If not, I'd like to adjourn the meeting at 3:51.
Okay,
Thank you, everyone.
thank you.
Okay, so long. Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
everyone. Be safe
Bye.
out here.
Take care.
Yes.